Hello everyone, my name is Valdrin and I'm a technical analyst for BeInCrypto. Today we're going to discuss some really interesting movement starting with Bitcoin, who as you can see is in the process of breaking out from a resistance area and then could go to a new all-time high. We'll also discuss Ethereum, which has some really similar movement to Bitcoin, however it is lagging considerably. And then next I'm going to discuss three tokens which have recently reached new all-time highs and now we're trying to retest them and validate them as support. They are OMG, NEAR, and COTI. And finally, I'm just gonna go over Luna, which is the coin which I discussed in last week's video, and just see how it has fared since then. Okay, so without wasting much time, I'm gonna jump right into Bitcoin. So yeah, first let me go through the weekly movement. Now, if you follow these videos, you've probably seen this chart. I usually start with this one. And as you can see, so the bearish scenario was once Bitcoin broke down through here, and afterwards it began to move upwards. Now, the price action could still be seen as bearish because Bitcoin is still below that descending support line. However, indicators are gradually turning all bullish. So the first thing is this super trend resistance line. So in the weekly at least, as you can see, the super trend has been a pretty good predictor of the actual direction of the trend. So it was bearish all this time, then it turned bullish here, bearish again, bullish again. So right now it was bearish here, but now it just turned bullish. So to me, I think we're somewhere here basically, prior to another upward movement. So as you can see here, it has just turned bullish. Now, RSI is also positive, above 50. It bounced perfectly at this 50 line right here, and now it's going upwards again. And also we have the MACD, which is increasing and is positive. So yeah, basically in the weekly time frame, despite the price action still being bearish, because Bitcoin is still below the descending support line, all technical indicators are bullish. Now let's go with the daily one. So in the daily, Bitcoin is attempting to move above the main resistance area. Which is here. So at 57,150. So it's basically the 0.786 fib retracement level, which isn't that strong. Like the 0.618 is usually stronger. It was here, caused a massive rejection. But it's also horizontal resistance area. So once Bitcoin manages to break through this, then the road to an all-time high is basically clear. Indicators are also bullish, so MACD is positive and increasing, super trend is positive, so yeah, it turned bullish here. So basically this is what I think is going on in the weekly. There was a potential bearishness here, rejection, but Bitcoin pushed upwards and now it's bullish again. RSI is above 50 and it's actually breaking above 70. So there's a ton of strength here. Now let's go even lower. I mean, yeah, sure, there is some weakness here, but the 2 hour is picking up. So as you can see, RSI is still above 50, it's picking up. I actually think this breaks out, and the main reason for that is the count. So yeah, basically I have it like this. So we had the 1-2 here, a breakout. We retested this channel here and finished the third. Now this is just a wick on Bitstamp, it's not on Binance, so the actual wave should be here. So yeah, we basically had this 1, 2, 3. I think this is a sideways 4, and then we'll have one more push upwards. I don't know if this will take us to new all-time high or not. It could not, depends on if wave 5 is longer than wave 1, and then we correct. Maybe just to, like, I don't know, ultimately mess with us all, we just have a tiny breakout and then we drop. So basically, also another thing which I like is this hidden bullish divergence here. I forgot to mention it previously. So I think it's easy to see it here. So yeah, this one, really strong sign of trend continuation. So yeah, I think Bitcoin pushes up. Now counts, basically this black one completes wave 1, which seems to be wave 1 of a really big one to want to count. I know this probably goes something like this, idea like where it actually ends right now, but yeah. So I'm pretty bullish on Bitcoin, as you can see. Now, yeah, in the long term, this 120k region could be a potential level because it's in the middle of that 2-4 channel here, and it has some confluence with the 161 length of waves 1 and 3. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just hypothesizing here. The move hasn't really properly started, but yeah, all in all, I'm pretty bullish on Bitcoin. Okay, so now let's quickly move to Ethereum. Now, Ethereum is lagging pretty hard in comparison to Bitcoin. Now, it's lagging so hard that I'm even having doubts of this occurring. So basically, Bitcoin would have one more push higher, like I discussed. Same with Ethereum. But then, Ethereum, while Bitcoin does that ABC, Ethereum just completes C. Again, I know this happens. That should have, yeah, it's in the end. Let's go through that in the end. Okay, so indicators are still bullish, obviously, so they give a very similar reading to those of Bitcoin. But the main thing here is that Ethereum is really lagging, meaning it has not even broken out from the September highs, let alone September highs, but even this close. So this resistance here at 3600. So yeah, like the movement does look identical to that of Bitcoin, but probably with a delay of like 5 or 6 days. So it kind of looks like Bitcoin basically prior to breaking out here. It probably breaks out still, but I don't know if, I mean, it definitely breaks out, but like I said before, I don't, like it's really lagging, so I'm not discounting this. So double top and another drop. Depends on how long is wave 5 for Bitcoin, but yeah, this is a valid possibility for me. Double top, another drop, and then we continue higher. So what I do not like in for Ethereum relative to Bitcoin. So basically, I really dislike this double top divergence here. So in the weekly, we have this. So weekly double top, bearish divergence on the other side, a very small bearish divergence on the MACD. And the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. So yeah, we had a really strong rejection here, pretty big bearish engulfing candlestick. Also, daily indicators look bearish, so it looks like we'll drop at least here. So yeah, for the time being, Bitcoin looks to outperform Ethereum. Okay, now before I move to OMG, I would just encourage everyone to join the BeInCrypto trading community. So yeah, basically we have lots of discussion, we provide signals at a great rate. We have requests, so we do charts and requests. I always update every day, and basically we have lots of interesting stuff. So yeah, I would love it if you guys join. Okay, now let's go to OMG. Now, OMG is in the process of validating the previous all-time high level as support. So basically here was all-time high. Now it's trying to validate the support. Now, obviously, these are some really, really risky positions because, sorry, because obviously this is a parabolic upward movement, and indicators are already showing some weakness, though they are still bullish. But again, if these setups materialize, they are some of the most profitable. Now we could see some more resistance support here. Now, personally, the way I would trade it is I would wait for a solid reclaim. So either this, so if this gets validated and moves upwards, or even reject a deviation and reclaim. Now these deviations, if they occur, they're even stronger. So basically, if we fake breakdown and then reclaim it and retest it, this would be a really great entry trigger. So all eyes on that. I will take a look at it next week and see how it has gone. But yeah, OMG looks a decent setup right now. Yeah, even if you look at lower time frames, there is this three-wave downward move. So basically like this, 1, 2, 3. Now we broke out, looks to be going upwards. Also reclaimed this level. So yeah. Now if OMG continues to move higher, now considering it's at an all-time high, we need to use the retracement tools in order to find the next resistances. So I measure the most recent portion of the drop, use the 1.61 there, so sorry, it's a log chart apparently, and we have some resistance at about 23. Now let's do NEAR. I think I've covered this coin a few times before, but yeah, so basically NEAR has the setup which I was looking for to occur in OMG. So we have this deviation right here. So this 7.2030 area was expected to act as support. NEAR initially broke down, but then reclaimed the level shorter afterwards, and now it's testing it as support. So I hope OMG does this. NEAR has already done it. Indicators are trying to push higher, and I think this already reached the 1.61. Yeah, it did. So for the next one, I just go for some confluence here. So see where the 2.61 is, and maybe it has some confluence with this drop. Somewhat, but not really. So maybe this entire 15.2, 17.3 area, but more likely. So this seems like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, though it's a little weird. So yeah, I just like use that once it develops. So maybe use this length for wave 3. So yeah, this actually coincides with this one better. So yeah, there should be some confluence here. And now let's do, which one was it? COTI. Out of the three, I like this one the least. But yeah, still a similar setup. It broke out from a descending resistance line on September 7th. Then it started to move upwards, reached a new all-time high. Now I don't think the retest is as clear here. Again, 1/61 is 0.912. I do not think the retest is as clear, but I like the shorter movement because it broke out from a resistance line and validated it as support afterwards. So yeah, this is a sign that it could go upwards. Also, I just remembered, so in the case of NEAR, I forgot to show you the short-term chart. My bad on that. So yeah, even in the short-term NEAR, so it basically broke out from a channel, and now it's validating it as support. So NEAR has a similar movement, except it's just a resistance line. So this one broke out, validated the support. So let's see, if COTI manages to hold on about here, it's a pretty bullish occurrence. And finally, Luna, I do not like it as much. I kind of liked it last week a lot more because, okay, so the main reason is this upward movement here. So the upward movement is 3 waves instead of being 5, which is not a good sign. So it kind of looks like an ABC. And it failed to hold the previous all-time high support, and it broke down from an ascending support line. So yeah, basically I don't really like holding nuggets right now. Okay, everyone, so thanks for joining, and I will see you